What up, Rest Man Dream with Dream Motivates? Welcome to another episode of the Entrepreneur Blueprint, where we get to interview entrepreneurs that ain't playing no games with their life. Let's get it. My girl, Taylor Simone. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Dream Motivate special. I got my sister finally. Man, shout out to, hey, come on. Y'all give it up for Taylor Simone is in the building. Come on, come on. So first of all, shout out to you never sit down.
I'm
If
sitting
never,
down now.
if ne- I can't believe you don't want to, you want to get up right now.
Yeah, my feet moving.
If don't want to sit down was a person, it's you. But you're so busy, and I'm so proud of you for all the things that you're doing.
Thank you.
I don't know if you sleep or you just hibernate. How do you just always constantly going and going and going? We're going to talk about
the Energizer Bunny.
yeah, for real. All the stuff that you got going on. I just want to say shout out to everything, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm super proud of you. Definitely, you're a sister from another mister, and I just love that you have. You're very transparent in your journey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I want to talk about your journey. So let's talk about Taylor back in the day. You growing up.
Which age bracket? That matters.
Let's go back. You know what? Let's go to high school. You know why?
Ooh.
I think high school is where we change.
Nah.
I think we do change in high school. You don't go back?
You think so?
I don't know. It seems like, so when I speak to kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love the middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's where it pivot. That's okay, which way you gonna go, and then you hit high school, you get introduced to so much stuff, and then you start becoming you. You know what I mean? So Taylor Simone, high school. What kind of person were you then?
High school, Taylor Simone was Taylor Bell in high
Okay.
school. I think for me in high school, that wasn't where I pivoted. I think I was the smart girl that the teachers was like, you could do this, you could do that, you need to do this and do that. And I'm still cool with a lot of my teachers today. Like a lot of my teachers who are my high school teachers were like this. I can literally call them and say, hey, I need help with this. And some of them call me and they'd be like, I need you to help me with business. So a lot of the principles that I learned from them, I utilize in my life now. But in high school, baby, Gizmo was a gremlin. Like,
Yeah.
Like I feel like my high school was the epitome of light-skinned girl, pretty hair. She can't fight.
You got tested a lot.
Yeah, like she this and that, and then they found out I was passing them tests with flying colors.
Yeah.
And most of them tests required my hands.
Huh.
So high school, I don't think high school really molded me to who I am now. What started the molding was my son. I did have my son right out of high school. I got pregnant at 17. The second semester of my senior year was me being pregnant with my son. And so I think that was the first time I experienced like disappointment. And it wasn't disappointment like being pregnant with my son. It was disappointment like my teachers was just like, you need to do this. You still need to do that. Like I was going to Gremlin. Literally, my 8th grade AP English teacher followed me from middle school to high school and wrote my recommendation letter for Gremlin.
So hold on, you had a baby while you were in school, or
I got pregnant.
After?
Yeah, I got pregnant the second semester of my senior year, and I had him September after I graduated. So I graduated in May.
So you were carrying the baby
Mm-hmm.
during high school.
Yep.
Wow.
So he's gonna get to graduate twice.
Shout out.
So
he walked across the stage with you.
Yeah, he was. Wow. We was right there. That's my ace. That's my balloon.
How
right
was
there.
that? I remember because it was one girl at my school that was pregnant. I remember, and it was such a shock to everybody. It was like,
yeah,
yo, you pregnant? It was like she became an alien.
So I don't think it was a shock. And the crazy part is I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, I didn't really take pictures while I was pregnant, with my son. I have 50 million pictures of my son when he was here, but I really didn't take pictures while I was pregnant my senior year or just the duration of my pregnancy. But I went through a lot of hell when I was pregnant, and
Yeah,
shout out to my son's father. I don't like the word baby daddy because I just feel like it's degrading.
that's
So
what's
they
up.
don't call me baby mama. I
That's
don't
what's
call
up.
him baby daddy. But shout out to my oldest son's father. We could not stand each other for a very long time, but
Yeah.
we've known each other since we were 14. So
Whoa.
this goes on what, 20 years now?
Wow.
Now that I think
Yeah.
about it, 20 years.
Yeah.
But we went through, it was a lot my
Yeah.
senior
Y'all
year.
were
Like,
growing up together
yeah, I literally was
with the
fighting girls
child.
probably till I was about 4 months. Like,
Wow.
I remember a single incident of me going to the store in the parking lot, and I told the girl, come on, let's fight. And she was like doing a lot of this. And I remember doing this
Uh
to
oh.
initiate it. And my brothers picked me up, and all of them stood on one side of the car and wouldn't let me out.
I want to say something because I don't want to lose this thought. If okay, so I only know one, I only one side. I only know one side. And it's the only side I ever want to know.
Yeah.
I only want to know the brother sister side. So everybody else side, whatever y'all get that business. I think from my observation, it's probably three of y'all. If you were to name all three of y'all, what's three? Now I know I get the brother sister one. So what's her name?
Okay. That's Taylor Simone.
All right, cool.
You
The
you
emotional Taylor,
the emotional Taylor is Taylor Tucker.
Taylor Tucker, and the one that yo
The gremlin,
yo that
the
one
gizmo,
yeah that one
the beast
yeah
is Taylor T Bell. That's what people know that one
ooh,
by.
boy and
That's T Bell.
I ain't gonna lie I ain't gonna lie I'm like so shout out to my sisters. So we're now taking her on as a client, of course, as through Dream Media. So we have to study our clients.
Oh,
So
this
so
this a
so
few
we have a
novels.
so we have a group study about you when we first took the client on.
What?
Through
What y'all
well
tell
we
me
have
what
to
y'all learned?
so we have to study your behavior because through social media we have to become you.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be like, okay, this is what she like. All right, she needs to turn. She turns like that.
I'm a
Sometimes
very intricate creature though.
yeah, and so I had a whole bunch of question marks in my inbox from my team the other day. I'm like, what's going on? We're trying to figure out which way to go. Can you look at this video? And they send me the video, and it looked like you just went off on somebody. I don't know if you just got the phone. I was like, yo,
What was the video?
it was recent.
Oh, when I said, can I cuss?
Yeah, hey, producer,
If
please.
if you, if your mama, if your daddy, if your
Yeah, I
grandpa,
think
if
that's
your
what it
whole
was.
lineage.
That's what.
Yeah.
I was like that. But okay, so that's T Bell.
That at that moment I was actually, I did kind of was subliminally going off on somebody in that particular message.
Got you.
Subliminally going off on somebody in that particular message.
Got you.
And I decided to post it because a lot of things that I post on my social media are actually real life things that I'm going through or real life emotions. But I deal with, like, we live in a generation to where people think that you can take your vulnerable moments and just tell the world because you mad type
Hmm.
shit. And I don't really have people I could talk to.
Got it.
So I can't really sit down and write because I'm always busy. So I would video blog. I just feel like I'm the realest nigga I know.
Yeah.
So why not talk to myself?
And I looked at your numbers, and some of those videos the best. Those are your best numbers.
Those are my best numbers.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I
The ones
literally,
when you're in the car. I noticed. So we did a comb through
mhm.
your highest volume of response is you looking at the camera um and you're talking to the camera but you're in the car.
Mhm.
So this whatever you're doing in the car for some reason, something about the car
I spend
and
a lot of time in
yeah,
my
yeah.
car.
And so those videos are getting the best response.
Yeah, I
Even
think
like the
one
shares and
recently
comments.
is probably at like 900K right now. I actually had this jacket on. I love this jacket. This is my favorite
Shout out to the
jacket.
green.
Yeah, shout
Okay.
out
Come
to
on, money.
Aboriginality Society.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
this jacket. But
So
yeah.
so there is three of y'all.
Yeah, it's
Is there a fourth one?
uh
I didn't catch the fourth
cornbread.
cornbread.
Cause I'm thinking yellow y'all. No, just like
Shout out to the cornbread. All right, cool.
no, it's really just, it's one person, but evolved versions of that person.
Right. And so that's my next question. So I love this part, right? All the time I realize that, there's things called a paradigm shift,
Mhm.
right? So when you had your son, that was a paradigm shift
That
in
was
your
a
life.
shift.
That was a
Mhm.
shift. So for y'all don't know what a paradigm shift is, and this is detrimental for you to understand because sometimes you'll try to figure out why you are who you are today, and you was not like this what you 5 years from there because something has to happen that is detrimental to your life for it to shift, such as if you think about your subconscious mind, there's a lot of childhood thoughts that you can't remember.
Yes.
But if there was trauma attached to it, you can remember very vividly because that was a actual paradigm shift in emotional intelligence. And we actually teach that. So we had a paradigm shift with you at 17 with your child,
Mhm.
right? So now you're having the baby in out of high school, and did you go to college or you kind of paused for a second?
I went to community college. I'm actually back in college right now
Okay.
for my bachelor's in
Congratulations.
fundraising and philanthropy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But I went to community college, but during that time I also worked multiple jobs. So I was in school and working and taking care of him.
Let me ask you a question. From going through that, now you have your own business because you
Mhm.
don't have a job right now.
Mm-mm.
You
Well,
are
I
the
mean,
job.
I teach,
You
but
teach, but
yeah,
okay,
but I still do what I want.
right. So, in your opinion, can entrepreneurship be taught, or does it have to be in your DNA?
Both. I think both.
Let's let's dive deep now. I want you to think about this because I ask this question on every episode.
Well,
And I sometimes I kind of bet I'm like I bet this person is going to answer this way. So I want you to process that.
so my response is actually going to be in correlation to both of what you just said. The
Hmm.
reason why is because entrepreneurship was taught for me until I learned that it was in my DNA. So
Wow,
when that paradigm shift happened, I met my biological father. Like he found me on Facebook.
really?
And when I started to learn everything that he does, I was just like, I do all of this. So we would bump heads sometimes because I was already running my business when he came into the picture. So now he was just like, okay, well, you should do this and you should do that. But I was already doing certain
How
things.
old were you?
I was 27.
Yo, we
27.
we almost have a same.
I was
Yo,
27.
that's kind of scary. You just I'm like right
Who
now
your
I got
who your
goosebumps.
daddy?
Are you my sister?
No.
No, I was playing. For free, you need the blood test. No, but same thing happened to me though.
Mhm.
Same thing happened to me, but he didn't find me. I found him. My mother, before I lost my mom January 5th, 2013, and like 2 years before she passed away, she gave me a piece of paper. She said, "You might need this one day."
Damn.
Yeah, and I never look. She said, "Make sure you look at it before you go home." And it was. She said, "This is your body." It was a note, a little note, and this was his number. She said she found it. She said, "I don't know if you want to use it or not." And I kept that piece of paper, man, by my dresser for probably like 2 months. And then one night, it was about 8 o'clock, and I just want to hear. I want to see. I don't know why. It was like a chapter I needed to figure out,
Mhm.
And man, that's a messed up story. But anyway, I called him and I could tell that he said, hold on. He was probably in the bed or something, maybe with his wife.
Mhm.
And like, hold on. He got into the next room and I told him my name. He knew exactly who I was, my mother. He said, I knew this day was gonna come. And then I said, listen, man, I don't want no smoke. I just want to meet you so I can see what's good. And I'm from Philly.
Mhm.
So I flew out to Philly and went to the door and he introduced me to his family as an ex-student. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my old students. I want y'all to meet him. And that's how he introduced me. And I'm like, all right, and then this little girl came in and she walked out. He said, that's your sister. So yeah, we was about the same age at the same time. So that was a paradigm shift.
Do you still communicate with him now?
He actually passed away.
My dad passed away too. He passed away in 2021.
That's the year he passed away.
Who your daddy?
Hold on, man. We need to talk offline. Hold on, what's going on right now?
No, my
No.
daddy not from Philly though. My
Okay,
my dad's
okay.
from Oklahoma,
Oh,
Tulsa.
thank you, Lord.
My family actually derives from Black Wall Street.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it was 21. Actually, and I just heard, because I've actually reached out to the little girl.
Hmm.
That's my sister. And I told her she didn't believe me, but then I showed her a picture. We look just alike. And I told her, I say, either I'm psychic or I know what I know. And then she finally, it was just such, and that paradigm shift hit me hard because my mother is gone. So now you get to this point where you ever feel, I already feel as a entrepreneur like a alien or
Like you're trying to find yourself.
like not that I'm trying, I know who I am, but I feel like I'm so different. I'm like, why am I? I'm just,
I get that.
I'm
I
just beyond different than everybody that I talk to. But every now and then, I call us the X Men.
I love them.
Yeah, but see, this is what I
I
like
was
about
just
the X
watching
Men.
them.
Yo, the X Men is dope because it's like, think about it. The most powerful X Man is who?
Professor X. No, it's actually Jean.
Nah, I think it's Professor
It's
X.
Jean.
You think Gene?
Yes, Jean.
It's out of
Jean.
them too.
Yeah.
So
You didn't see what Jean did to Professor
I
X in
did,
the movie?
I did see that.
Yeah.
But Professor X, check him out. My man is in a wheelchair, but he got the most. But check what he doing. Look at the
His
subliminal.
mind. Yeah.
He's calling out other mutants and then show them how to use their superpower.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another paradigm shift. How do you use your superpower? You got a superpower. How do you use it? My man was, the man with
And you
the
keep doing this
fire,
talking about
yeah, the fire boy. Until he got them glasses, he didn't know how to.
Mm-hmm.
And Professor X said, "Hey, try like this." I felt like that when me and you chopped it up.
Mm.
I was like, okay, if I could just get her to, so we had these little, brother sister conversations. I'm like, sis, when you finish eating, she be on the phone. It'd be like eating chips. She
He
be pop
literally
locking.
he
It'd
literally
be
told
like,
me
I'm
talking
like,
about I need you to sit down.
sit down.
Don't be driving. Don't be doing cartwheels. Don't be on a
Man, sis be
computer.
doing
Don't be
all
having
kind of stuff.
conversations.
Yeah, it'd be a lot. But then what Professor X, the thing about Wolverine when he first came out, right?
I love him. I love Logan.
Logan's dope. But he didn't know how to use it. He was slicing everybody. He didn't know how to breathe, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then he learned, he know when it's time, yank, it's time to go. He was yanking all. So with your superpower, that's my next question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you could say what your superpower is, what would it be like in like one paragraph?
I think in one paragraph, I do two things. I bring people together and I also ignite hope in others. So if people have some type of dream, some type of admiration, something that they want to do, I'm able to pull that out of them. So I always tell people, if you talk to me about business, record me because I won't remember what I told you because I do truly believe I have business downloads. And
Do
when
you believe how much parallel you just said to me?
no, I don't. Tell me.
Think about it. You said you help people's dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think Dream Motivates came from? People
True.
tell me what they want to do. They just need confirmation.
Exactly.
They need like a way to go. They need to learn how to. Okay, why don't you do it like this? This step by step by step by step, and that's what you do. And that's I was hoping you answered it like that because I was like, man, she really. I'm looking at what you're doing with all your people that are around you, and all your circle, and everybody love you, and they say you got, don't play with Taylor. She don't play. Don't get on the bat. Everybody I met, everybody was like, "Yo," I'm like, "I don't know what y'all talking about. That's my sister. She good. We straight,
Who these
straight."
people? What I do?
Yeah, they
Who
said
them
that
people?
Gizmo come out with Taylor Bell.
Listen,
They
my
don't
mouth
want none
get
of that.
real slick when you piss me off.
So yeah, they don't
But
want that.
I've done better with controlling it. I've learned how to kind of shut up sometimes and just not say anything because sometimes you ignite the fire
Mm-hmm.
when you try to say certain things. And me, I got to the point I pick my battles. My sister told me a long time ago, everything is not worth fighting. Everything is not worth arguing.
Yeah.
Pick your battles.
Yeah.
Pick the things that you want to respond to.
Yeah.
Because you want to make sure that when you respond to certain things, you're exuding energy that you want to exude, not energy that just gonna tire you out. Like I could sit here and argue with you all day, but if there's no resolution, what are we arguing about? Like, are we gonna not talk after this? Like, are you gonna exit stage left after this? Like, what is the resolution? Because if we're not arguing to do something positive and we're just arguing to waste our breath, then I don't want to do that. So
All right, so let me ask you this: if your best self
Mhm.
is 100%,
Mhm.
that's your best. Like you like that's your best self. Like, can't nobody touch you that day. What percent do you feel like you are right now in your
Ooh.
life?
I probably feel like right now I am at 40%.
Wow.
The reason why is because my dad used to tell me
Mm.
grind 5 years straight and you never have to work another day in your life. And this year I'll
Hold
be
on. He says what?
grind 5 years straight and you will never have to work another day in your
Mm.
life.
Come on.
This year makes year 5 for me. This is also my Jesus year. I'm gonna be 33 this year.
Wow.
So I've been working and working and working and working, but I haven't taken the time to really like focus on me the way that I wanted to focus on me. And so recently I've gotten into the mind frame that I need to pour more into myself,
Mm.
because the more that I pour into myself, the more I will reap the benefits of everybody I've poured into, all of the connections I've made, the networking I've done, the collaborations, the business ventures, all of those things. But I need to focus on me. So I'm at a stage right now in my life to where I'm like self-preservation is really key for me because I've been preserving everybody else and it's time I take care of me.
I love you said that. And if I could give you a nugget, something that I learned from the best, Eric Thomas, shout out to ET, the hip hop preacher, my mentor. And this definitely goes to you.
Mhm.
I've been waiting to tell you this because it's
You
so
sure you
far.
want to
I'm
say it
telling.
on
No,
it?
no, no. You take
Okay.
me because this is something that we all need to learn from. We
Mhm.
all need to learn. So when you say you need to pour into yourself, you're exactly right. Because even like when you're in an airplane, they tell you to put your mask on first,
Mhm.
then help somebody else with theirs. That makes so much sense because you got to take care of you.
Mhm.
And what I've noticed with you, just a couple of, week, I said, wow, Taylor really loves on people. Like she always helping somebody.
It's a
I'm a,
blessing and a curse. I
yeah,
just
I
want to
always
say
see
that.
you call, you're trying to go over here. Hey, I got to be there to support this person. I got to be there. You will find yourself making more money if you just sat down and meditated and just write that thing down and just do your calls in priority. And you won't even have to get out the house at this point. It's you time.
Yeah.
But you can't do you time if you're running around. That's sometimes you just gotta shut it down and then go line for line for
That's what I'm
line.
learning. I'm learning
Yeah.
too. But I'm a one woman show too. So my biggest issue, and this is probably a lot of entrepreneurs' biggest issue, is trusting people. Like bringing people into your company. And I've had quite a few people that I
Mm,
trusted with all of me that really like screwed me over. And I ain't
yeah.
gonna say no names because I'm gonna put them names in my book when I write my book at 35.
Hmm,
And I'm gonna be ready for all the smoke.
hmm.
But it's hard trusting people.
Yeah.
So when I'm running around and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, like, and I tell people, I really did get it out the mud. I really did do it from nothing. Like I had nothing and turned it into something. I mean it.
Yeah.
And everybody's telling me now, like, you need an assistant, you need somebody to help you. And I hear them, but I'm just like, but who can I trust? Like, who can I trust to be so involved in my life that they will handle my life and the things that I have going on the way
You
that I
want me
do?
find I'm gonna find them. You ready?
Yeah.
That's like I'm talking to myself. I'm gonna find ready, I'm gonna find them. If you were, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. But just had an accident. It wasn't too bad. You had an accident, but
Hmm.
you had to be in the hospital bed, and you couldn't do nothing. It's 3 months straight. You couldn't get out. You couldn't do
That's
nothing.
actually happened to me
Who are the
recently.
who are the people that are in the room with you in rotation? Now you don't have to name them out loud, but those are the people
Hmm.
that you need to have a conversation with. Whoever those, because people only do things with one or two reasons. I need you to understand: love or money.
True.
It's never like really in between. And the power is when you do both, because that's what they call it, power couples. Because you're making money and you love them at the same time. So that's why that's so powerful. A brother and sister relationship, a spouse relationship, a brother and brother, a sister and sister, cousin and cousin. Those things are amazing, right? Because you love each other no matter what, but
Yeah.
you're also making money. Now, that's hard to find. So when you're sitting in that room alone with that TV up there, you can't wait to get out of there. Who are the people in rotation that are there for you? They ain't clocking in. They're there. And whoever those people you see, you need to have a sit down, come to Jesus with them, show them the plan, and show them the benefits later on, because those people love you and they're not gonna let you drop their ball. And set expectations.
See, that's the sentence right there. Set expectations. That's where I messed up in the past. Setting
Mhm.
expectations for people.
Yeah.
Because some people don't realize that as an entrepreneur, we not rich. Until we get
They
rich, we
think
are
you
not
rich though.
rich.
They
But
think you rich. They think, man, oh,
right,
Taylor, she got it.
right. And they think that, but it's just like if I'm doing something for you or I'm putting you on my payroll, I'm doing that out of love. And the reason I'm doing that out of love is because I could really be doing this myself and stressing myself out.
Right.
But because I feel like you got me and I know you need it too, I'm showing up for you in ways that I think you would show up for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And people don't understand that. So one thing that I've learned is don't hire friends or family no more for the business. My children is different. But friends and family, no. And if you do hire them, set expectations for them and let them know I'm not firing you because, I feel some type of way. I'm firing you because these were my roles and responsibilities that I had for you, and you did not meet those expectations. So now I have to put somebody in this position that allows me the opportunity to run my business accordingly and not have to watch you or micromanage you because I feel like you're running over me based on our personal relationship and not the business one.
Hold up. On that note, I need y'all to pause for the call. Stay tuned. My girl Taylor Symoné is in the building, and we're gonna learn everything about her business. Check it out. Next sponsor. Welcome back to the Entrepreneur Blueprint. My sister from another mister. Is it Taylor B? Taylor, which one we got today?
So we got Taylor Symoné today.
That's my sister. She's still here because boy, she looked like she about to go in. Yeah, she looked like she about to. You said trust.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can't. So okay, let's talk about this
Let's talk
because
about it.
I need this too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you hire somebody,
Mm-hmm.
he's a so in order for you need an assistant.
Do.
Okay, I'm talking about this assistant person.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't talking about all these other people we can hire and fire quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about in the Bible it calls it a confidant.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's confidant because this person got your passwords,
all my
got
information,
everything. They're making sure. Do you hire this person? This is a total stranger? You said trust. Talk to me, sis, because I need you to tell me because
you asking me a question I don't know the answer to because
so I think I need to go back.
I've hired a person I've trusted. I've hired a person that
Did you set the expectations?
I didn't set that expectations, but I felt like I didn't need to. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I didn't need to because this person knew me long enough to be a part of my company. I'm like, this person knew me from T-Bell to Taylor Tucker to Taylor Symoné. So it was like I didn't think I had to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? But you never really know who a person is until they on your payroll. And now you are in charge of how their livelihood is conducted.
Yeah. So this is what I learned, and maybe you need to revisit. Might not be that person, but let's look around while you're in that room to another person that loves you no matter what. The expectations, vice versa. And I think the conversation goes like this. At this second, I need you to understand that if you want to do this, we have to set the expectation. I want you to tell me right now if you cannot, and I more than understand. And then you tell them the expectations. And then they expect something from you too, which is they getting paid.
I always say that, don't ever allow people to just pour into your cup. You got to pour into other people's cups too, because that even goes with the people that you hire, the people that are in your businesses. Like you always want to figure out how can you help them be better, because with you pouring into what their wants are to be better for the company, they're going to automatically want to be better for the company. Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I fall short there because I'm so busy. Like I ain't gonna lie, I hate when the holidays come around because I'm like, dang, I gotta remember to send all these people a message and a
Man.
heartfelt message. And I have to tell people all the time, charge it to my head and not to my heart,
Yeah.
because it has nothing to do with you. It's just I have so much going on. And then when the holidays come around, I probably receive like hundreds of messages that I still have not responded to, that it gets difficult, especially when it's just you. So when you are looking for, somebody, I am learning that I have to be open and able to pour into them the
Mm.
same way I'm asking them to pour into me. And I think that's kind of one reason why I don't have an assistant just yet, because I'm like, in my head, I need to sort out everything, because I don't want you coming in to a whole bunch of discombobulated mess that only I understand. And now I have to help you understand
Gotcha.
what's in my head. And I don't even know how to explain it to you. So that's
Yo, that's so yo, that I promise you I'm talking to myself, which is fun. All right, cool. So we gonna pause right there because we definitely need like a brother sister conversation after this, because we need to figure ourselves
some
out, because
rose.
that's a dope, because we have
Rose.
to scale. We have to
Rose.
we have to scale. Uh let's talk about business. You're doing a lot of stuff right now.
Ooh, child.
Let's talk about your new baby right here, Tranquility, TNS Med Spa.
Hmm.
This is really, really dope. I'm super proud of you.
I'm so
Um,
nervous.
let's talk about it.
I'm so nervous.
No, you doing it. I mean, it's look everything looking good.
Um, so I feel like when you are in business, there is nothing wrong with change.
Yeah,
And sometimes you have to detach yourself from the things that bring you negative experiences, negative memories, and reform it and reshape it into something that you hope it could be. And so TNS Med Spa, which means tranquility, nirvana, serenity, which those three words together means eternal peace, eternal happiness. Um, it derived from touching skin.
mm-hmm.
So, most people know touching skin. I opened it. I started it with a business partner, bought it out with a business partner. And since buying my business partner out, I think I learned the most about business and trials and tribulations and ups and down and rebranding and finding your niche and becoming who I am. I found all of that after buying my business partner out.
Gotcha.
So TNS Med Spa is pretty much everything that I envisioned what a Black owned, women owned, young entrepreneur owned business business prodigy mogul individual, just it's everything that I envisioned it to be, and outside of what I had to kind of turn around for touching skin,
Gotcha.
because I spent a lot of time turning that spa around,
Mm-hmm.
and now I get to start something new, which it really isn't new. It's just an evolved version of what was.
Are you feeling overwhelmed?
Yeah, sure am. I
Yeah.
drink a lot.
I seen the if you don't mind me talking, I just kind of want you to talk about that one day. And I think this is necessary for people to understand you.
Mm-hmm.
But one of your posts,
The one I was
it got a
crying.
lot of traction. But of course, when you're sharing your emotions like that,
Mm-hmm.
can you explain to me that day what you were feeling?
I think that day I was overwhelmed. It
Yeah.
was a lot going on. It was a lot of it was just a lot of feelings that day. It was me sitting with myself like, get your shit together. I
Mm-hmm.
have a saying, you got 24 hours to be a sad bee, but the 25th hour you got to go back to being a sad bee. I mean
Come on.
a bad bee. And y'all know what
Nice.
bee means. That's just like me hyping myself up. But that particular day, I had a prior conversation with, ironically, one of my students, and my student said, she was like, I'm so proud of you. Like, I've watched you do this. I've watched this happen. I've watched a few different accolades, and like, it's inspiring. She was like, I see you go from here, there, everywhere, and it's just inspiring. And she said, in particular, which I had never thought of it this way, she said, people could be envious and jealous of you, not necessarily because of you, but they could be jealous and envy of you because they're tired of congratulating you. She was
Whoa.
like, they probably like, dang, she got another award. Dang, she accomplished something else. Dang, she did this, she did that.
Ooh.
And when I heard that, I said, I never thought about it like that.
Yo, that's
Because in
deep.
my head,
That's
I'm
deep.
not doing enough. In my head, I'm like, I still need to do this. I still need to do that. I still need to get this done. Like, I'm not here. And I have to be reminded all the time of how people see me opposed to how I see myself.
Woo, that's
So
powerful.
that particular post, I was thinking about that. Like, when she said that, it was stuck in my head for days. Like, because I was literally dealing with some stuff to where I was like, why people always, uh competing with me? Why people don't understand we don't gotta compete? Like, I support you the way you support me. Like, why you act like you don't like me? Like, I ain't do nothing to you. Like, I've literally had people I've supported their entire career, even helped start it, and they turn around and have some type of beef with me. And I'm like, I don't have no reason to be. And then when you get cocky about it, they have something to say. When I be like, well, ain't no point in me beefing with you because you're not on my level. When I say some stuff like that, now I'm feeling myself. But
How you
I'm
feel
like,
about that? So I want to ask everybody, comment right now if y'all could. Shout out to my girl Inky in the building. Make sure y'all get your tattoo. She up in here. And what's your sister name?
Kiasha,
Shout out to Kiasha. She's so sweet, man.
hit
Shout
a
out to
note.
her.
Hit a note in the background.
Yeah. Should you? We keep on talking about being. I hear people say be humble. How you feel
Man,
about that?
I don't believe in, after being humble for so long, and I feel like I was the president of it. I don't
Not
want to be
on my
humble no
client.
more. I'm not. I don't want to be humble.
No more humble.
I want to be grounded. That's what
Gotcha.
I want to be. I don't want to be humble because, like, even if we go back to that post, a lot of people didn't read because in the post I'm literally saying, like, y'all think that these people on these platforms, these entrepreneurs, y'all think that we're giants all the time, and we're not.
Yeah.
We have to be giants to you because we have nobody that we can be normal with. We can't sit. Like, I don't have too many people I can sit and I can lay my head. My big sister, that's probably the only person. I can sit and I can lay my head on her shoulder and I can just cry. She won't care what I'm crying about. She gonna let me cry. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the X-Men.
Right.
Remember he got everybody in one crib. He's like, look, we all
Right.
mutants up here, so we all go through the same thing. We all different.
Exactly. So you have that sense of safety and that sense of you're able to be vulnerable.
Yes.
I don't have that. And in that particular moment, I was literally driving in my car, probably listening to some sad song, and then it hit a nerve.
Yeah.
And in my head, when I pulled out my phone, I said, I don't want to be one of them people crying on social media. But then I was like, but Taylor, you do video blog. You do talk to yourself when you're going through these moments because you don't know who to talk to. Post it. And that's exactly what I did. And I just put, like, I was real life. Like, when I cry, everything turns red. Like, my nose is red, my eyes are red, everything. So I just put the little video noise behind it so y'all couldn't hear me. Y'all couldn't hear that.
Right.
But it was a real moment.
Right.
Like, a real moment. And I just think people don't understand, like, a lot of people move away from being humble because people take away that opportunity to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? So if I can express to you and I can be open and I'm as transparent as I am, everybody know I'm transparent. Like, I tell everything all day, every day.
Yeah.
But I've gotten to the point to where I feel like my humbleness has been taken for granted. Man, so
that's
people
powerful.
expect certain things from me.
Yeah.
They expect me, to come and help you. You expect me to be at your beg and call when you need me. You expect me to give you an opportunity. You expect me to put you in certain rooms. You expect me to do all these things.
Oh no, speaking of that, I got a funny question for you. Expectation. When you and your friends go out to eat,
Listen,
when it comes down to for the tab, how does it work?
I done got real comfortable saying, please bring me my tab. No,
that'd
not
be
one
so
tab.
funny.
Bring me mine.
My tab.
Bring me my tab.
It's funny because when I'm out, it happens every time, T. I be out with my partners, right? And we eat and we have fun, we laughing, and then my man comes out, be like, you put one check or all together, and then everybody do this. They get on their phone like this.
Nah, don't look
like,
at your. You better be on your phone looking at your balance, cause it's no.
All right, we got the spa popping off. Okay, you bought your
business
partner out. You're rolling everything out, and at the same time, Taylor Symoné, the brand.
Yeah.
How is that rocking? How are you doing with that?
So that brand is actually moving a lot faster than I
You
expected it
got to
to.
deal with the glasses now.
Yeah,
Shout out.
Glitz Optical. Shout out to Glitz Optical. Y'all can go to the link in my bio
Yeah.
and you can, go get your discounted opticals
Yeah.
for discounted price. I think it's like 15% off, 10,
Okay.
15.
That's lit.
But I have been able to, be a brand ambassador for a few different brands. I didn't realize that I've done as many modeling shoots as I've done for photographers and different brands. My business, I feel like I've gotten to the point with Taylor Simone that people like respect my mind because I know a lot about business and I enjoy talking about business as well as teaching it. Like,
Yeah.
I think my new nickname now is Miss Cheat Code.
Miss Chico. Okay. Okay.
Somebody called me that and they was like, you need to be that because you just be talking. You just be telling people,
The game.
the game, how to be rich, how to, curate generational wealth. And I was like, I do play games. I do. That do sound like me,
Miss Chico.
Miss Cheat Code.
So you
But
being a brand ambassador, and I just want to shout you out, man. I appreciate you even coming down and coming to the Dream Media family, as a brand ambassador, and just let y'all know whoever sees this segment, just hashtag Taylor Simone, and we definitely gonna give you some super discounts. I know 15% off the top for most digital products,
mhm.
but y'all hit my sister up on her social media and y'all run it through her, and then we'll make sure we take care of it. And if it's friends and family, we'll let you just tell us how to take care of them. But we
Yeah.
appreciate you coming on board with that.
Thank you for
Off the
having me.
top, yeah. Um, how you balancing both of these? The TNS,
What's balance?
I don't know.
Alex, what's balance for 200?
For real, I need some because well, I'm gonna say this. I got a golden rule, right? He who has the least bad habits wins the game.
Mhm.
So if you
My bad
eliminate
habits
bad
are horrible.
habits,
I have I have habits that are bad.
they're bad.
And some of them,
Uh, Okay.
my lack of sleep. What is
Yeah.
sleep? How,
Yeah.
how do y'all feel after sleep? Can somebody
Yeah.
read it
You
to me?
don't sleep.
Can somebody read it to me?
So are you struggling with balance right now?
I am. I'm struggling with balance. The reason why is because I do so much and I'm trying to create a routine with it. So even, I'm a mom. So even with motherhood, and my son will be a freshman next year. So I'm thinking about his schedule, like how I'm gonna do this. But I think I struggle because I'm such a routine oriented person. And the last 2 years of my life has been so unroutined. It's been okay, run with the punches, go with the punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do this, we got to do that in order to do this, in order to do that. Every action has a reaction. You know what I'm saying? That's the last 2 years of my life has been that. Because even Taylor Simone, like, that was a brand that was created to pretty much, you want me to lie to you or tell you the truth?
Tell me the truth.
That was created to make everyone forget that I had a business partner.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And my friend and
Really?
my son, it
Put it
was them.
together.
It was them. Mm-hmm.
So
Cause I was
legacy.
stressed. I was
You know
stressed.
what? So legacy living. Talk
Mm-hmm.
about y'all talk about your son. You got two?
I have two.
Two boys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this one is kind of rough, but we got to do it because it's necessary. One thing I tell people all the time, if you ever think about it, Michael Jackson recorded Thriller one time and it'll forever be here, even though he's not, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think about legacy living, and I think about we live to make sure we grind so our children be okay.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I do.
Right. You grind for your children's children to be okay, actually. You know what I mean? So before we get out of here, if you could look into that camera right there and just if you could, we're gonna do like just a shout out to your legacy. You basically shout out to your son, how you want them to do, give them some pointers, give them exactly how you want them to do, let them understand what mama's about, and just give them give them a solid nugget. So this will be vibrated even when you're gone.
Okay. Talk like I'm talking to my boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Caleb, Jordan, mommy works hard. I work really, really hard to make sure that That's gonna make me emotional. I'm about to tear up. Damn. Why you looking at me like that?
But it's real though. I
Hold
mean,
on.
you know why I say that? Because I wish my mom did it for me.
That no, I'm really
Like I
tearing up
wish
over
I would
here.
play that video every day.
I
But I'd be
mean,
like,
you want to
man, I
know
wish
what's
somebody had
funny?
it.
I used to and I need to start it back. When my boys were younger, I created them an email address.
Wow.
And what I did was I would send all the pictures I took of them, all the videos. I would email them from my email address. And it's making me emotional. Um I would email them from my email address. Um and I would just pretty much talk to them. So,
It's real because at the end of the day, I always wish there was something I could tell, like my mom,
well, that's one thing
that
for
she
my
could tell
kids.
me, you
Like
know. And we don't get that opportunity.
my kids they're in that weird teenage phase.
Right.
So they're in that phase to where they're like, you're always working and this and that.
Right. And they don't understand
But they
why.
don't ever have to ask for anything. They don't ever need for anything.
Right.
They have
You just cash app somebody when we was on break.
no, I still got a cash app him. He blowing my phone up now. But
See?
like they're fortunate enough to have fathers who are there
Yeah.
and a mother who will do backflips for them. So I've learned with my kids, like it may seem like they're not listening, but they are. Like my youngest, he's gonna be a financial guru. Like he be trying to pawn Pokemon cards.
Oh, what's up? Oh, you got
Yes,
the
like
hustle.
and my oldest is so good with like just communicating with people and media, and he's such a people's person. Like he's
Yeah.
literally like my male doppelganger.
Yeah,
He
that's my
listens,
son.
yes, he listens to the music I listen to. He can channel when I'm not at my best. He'll come and hug and love on me, and he's that way with people. He's very much a charismatic people's person. And so when I look at both of them, I'm like, y'all both have so much that is me, and
Right.
you don't realize it.
You know,
So
it's their superpower. Remember
right, and
back in
it's
the day, we
like
were talking about it.
I tell them, even my youngest, like he's me. Like when I was younger,
That's
he's the Taylor
that's
Bell
Joaquin, my
because
son.
he makes me so mad, and he's such an asshole. But everything he says and does makes sense,
Sense,
and I
yeah.
just be like, I cannot scold you for this because you right, bro,
Yeah.
you right.
Right.
But like, I work really, really hard for my kids. It's not for me. Like, it's not for me. It's for my kids.
And I knew that. And I want people, I didn't want this to be a regular sit down with me and you. I see what you're doing. And I tell people all the time, you need to think about your wife. Your wife's a car, after the car, now what? If your wife's a house, after the car, now what? If your wife don't make you cry, you really don't
Yeah,
have a
you
wife.
really just have me like, I'm a thug, y'all. Look,
Thug life.
I'm a thug. All right.
But you gotta finish telling them what
But
you want them to do.
okay. But what I want them to know is that everything that I do is for them.
That's what's up.
Like, you will never have to go and work a regular job unless you just absolutely want to.
Mm.
School will only be a priority for you if you're trying to go get a degree that requires it. If you're trying to be a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, or something like that, yes, we will make sure that school is paid for you. If you're trying to run a business or do some HR management, no, I've already set that in place for you. Everything that you need, the fundamentals, I've already laid those in place for you. You have people that have supported you since before you were born. You have people that are ready to pour into you the moment you are ready to absorb that information. You have people who love you, who have your back, who will not let you fail. You will never be put in the positions that I was put in, and you will never have to understand what getting it from the bottom was. You will never have to understand what struggle is. The only struggles that you will ever have to endure are the personal struggles that you go through while trying to figure out who you are supposed to become as a man.
Powerful.
You will never have to go through financial struggles. Your kids will never have to go through financial struggles. Everything that I am curating is for the benefit of y'all.
Powerful. There we go. I speak life into life. This is a part of manifestation. She just spoke life into her children. I definitely want people to able to chime into the blueprint so they can see entrepreneur. Because a lot of people try to figure out, they looking at us crazy because we actually had the audacity to be out here going hard 24/7. But now we realize why Taylor Simone goes so hard. Y'all just got it.
Yeah, I
Y'all
got a
just
lot of jobs,
now you
y'all.
exactly just got it. Before we get out of here, let everybody know how they can contact you, how they can get with you, the whole nine. Let them know.
Okay, y'all. If you want to contact me, you can email me at iamtaylorsimone.com. Yeah, email me at iamtaylorsimone@gmail.com. My website is being revamped, but it is up. You can still go through there. That's taylorsimone.com. You can text me at 470-952-3964. Now, disclaimer, that is my business phone. If you text me about anything that's not business related, the message will get deleted. However, give me 48 to 72 hours to respond because I don't look at that phone all the time. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at I am Taylor Simone. And you know, get at me for your spa needs. I got a lot of jobs. I do a lot. So beauty wise, we have TNS Med Spa, so you can come get your facial massage, wax, body contouring. We work with a lot of doctors for post op. We got, if you watch the podcast, no matter the audience, Kiasha got you. She gonna hook you up. Or if you just need business consultations, you want to scale and grow your business, you can also hit me up about your business. I have remote notary services. I do business consulting. So if you need help with just information, strategizing, all that other stuff, we got you. Dream is also a part of that. Dream Media, he can help you
Hey,
with the media side, so we can refer you over to Dream as well. And then with brand influencing, if you need help pushing your brand, a product, you need, some advice on it, those type of things, we can get you done there too.
shout out to my sister, Miss Taylor Simone, and thank you, girl, for having the time to come out here, sis. I appreciate you. And like I always say to everybody, man, listen, you only got one life. There's no dress rehearsal. Stop playing. I want you to take time, go to the table, bet on you, go all in. If you don't invest in yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, how you expect us to? Take your time, invest in yourself, invest in your brand, take your brand to another level, and always, like I always say, out earn the problem. I'm here with my sister, Taylor Small. We're in the building. Thank you again, sis.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, like, share, and subscribe, and go check out my sister's podcast. What's the name of it again?
It's called No Matter the Audience,
Hey,
Beauty, Business, and Brand Influencing. So come and check it out. The whole purpose of No Matter the Audience is you're bringing together different aspects of the business world, the beauty world, and the brand influencing world, and you're making them one because we all got to collab at some point.
I love that. Yo, go like, share, subscribe that one, and most definitely share this post with somebody who loves you the most. Let's get it.